Good morning, grade 10. And for today, we're going to discuss now the health components in MAPE, specifically the topic of different health-related laws and their importance to the society and citizens. So for today, we're going to discuss sets of policies, acts, and laws which are existing here on the Philippines. So kindly prepare your ballpen and pen with you and jot down some information. Let's start. So one of the policy here in the Philippines, we have the Consumer Act of the Philippines, or what we call the Republic Act 7394. This policy states that it is a national policy which aims to protect the interests of the consumers and the buyers of the products and services, promotes consumer general welfare, and to set maintain standards of to conduct for both the business and industrial sectors. Here, the Consumer Act covers the quality and safety of different products like food, drugs, cosmetics, and devices such as your cell phones, laptops, tablets. The policy also promotes the protection of citizens against hazardous substances that may be on sale. Hence, proper labeling and fair packaging shall be required for all the products being sold. And that's the reason why we need to check the label of each item. So I have here the different consumer rights that we should know in buying and doing the different services. Number one, right to basic needs. Number two, right to consumer education. Number three, right to redress. Number four, right to healthy environment. Number five, right to be informed. Number six, right to be heard. Number seven, right to choose. And number eight, right to safety. So let's start with the right to basic needs. It is our rights to buy the basic needs, which are the foods, the shelter, and the clothes. Next, for the right to consumer education, the consumer should know the different knowledge and skills based on the products and services being offered. We have here the right to redress. You can give or return the given item if it's under the warranty. Number four, right to healthy environment, in which it is to have a safe and healthy environment. Number five, right to be informed. We should know what are the contents and the services being offered to us. Number six, right to be heard. We should give feedbacks on based on the services and goods that we bought. Number seven, right to choose. We can choose whatever services that we can um, identify, whether you need to buy these things or not. Next, number eight, right to safety. You should be safe from any hazardous and any um, substances that may affect your health. Next, Act is we have here the Traditional and Alternative Medicine Act of 1997, or what we call the Republic Act 8423. So in this act, it is an act creating the Philippine Institute of Traditional and Alternative Healthcare, or the PTAC, to accelerate the development of traditional and alternative healthcare in the Philippines, providing for a traditional and alternative healthcare development fund and for other purposes. Just like on your first quarter, we identified the 10 different traditional and alternative medicines which are being identified by the Department of Health, such as yerba buena, oregano, bawang, luya, so and so forth. Let's continue. The third act is we have here the Responsible Parenthood and Reproductive Health Act of 2012, or the Republic Act 10354. Here, the Responsible Parenthood and Reproductive Health Act of 2012, also known as Reproductive Health Law or RH Law, is a law in the Philippines that guarantees universal access to methods such as contraceptions, fertility control, sexual education, and maternal care. So here, this act composed of four pillars. Number one, pillar is the informed choice. To ensure the health of the mother and the child, an effective and a quality reproductive health care services which are ethically and medically safe, legal, accessible, and affordable shall be given primary to them. Next pillar, for number two, respect for life. The Act recognized that abortion is illegal and punishable by law. However, mothers who will be identified to have aborted an unborn child will be served with post-abortive treatment and counseling in a humane, non-judgmental, and compassionate manner. Again, here on the Philippines, abortion is illegal and punishable by the law. Number three, birth control. So reproductive health care, information, and supplies shall be made available most especially for those people or family or poor beneficiaries which having lots of children. So it serves as a birth control for them. Next, responsible parenthood. Couples determine the ideal family size. In addition, the government shall equip each parent with needed information in all aspects of family life, reproductive health, and in this pillar. That's the reason why they need to undergo series of seminars regarding on having a good size of their family. Next act is we have the Philippine AIDS Prevention and Control Act of 1998 or the Republic Act 8504. This act promulgating policy and prescribing measures for the prevention and control of HIV or AIDS in the Philippines, instituting a nationwide HIV or AIDS information education program, establishing a comprehensive HIV or AIDS monitoring system, strengthening the Philippine AIDS Council, and for other purposes. So let's first identify what is human immunodeficiency virus or the HIV. Again, the kind of pathogen is the virus. It is a viral infection that affects and slowly destroys your immune system of the infected person that leads to immune deficiency. So how about for the AIDS? So AIDS is a condition characterized by symptoms and signs caused by the HIV contracted from another person. So how do you get or transmit an HIV? You can only get HIV by coming into direct contact with certain body fluids from a person with an HIV. These fluids are the following. We have here the blood, the semen, the rectal fluids, and the vaginal fluids. So how about for the it is transmitted? Of course, the following are unprotected sex by not using condoms or other protective measurements, passing from mother to baby, sharing and injecting equipments, contaminated blood transfusion, and organ transplants. Next up is we have the Comprehensive Dangerous Drugs Act of 2002 or Republic Act number 9165. It safeguards the well-being of its citizenry, particularly the youth, from the harmful effects of dangerous drugs on their physical and mental well-being, and to defend the same against acts or omissions detrimental to their development and preservations. Next act is the Tobacco Regulation Act of 2003. So the purpose of Republic Act 9211 is generally to promote a healthful environment. It informs the public of the health risks associated with cigarette smoking and tobacco use, as well as regulate and subsequently limit all tobacco advertisement and sponsorships. Next act is the Cybercrime Prevention Act of 2012 or the Republic Act 10.0175. The Act aims to address legal issues concerning online interaction with the advancement of technology. There are various platforms where you may express yourself. For an example, you have your Facebook, Twitter, Viber, Instagram, Messenger, and the like. So you should know what are the things that you post on your social medias. Next, Anti-Child Pornography Act of 2009 or the Republic Act 9775. This includes the use of a child in pornographic performances and materials. It also covers situations where a child is forced to do pornographic acts. Next is the Republic Act 8949 or the Anti-Hazing Law. The act penalizes those who will go too far during initiation rites of social groups such as the fraternities and sororities, wherein the applicant is subjected to severe physical and emotional pain and suffering. Next act is whether the National Blood Services Act of 1994 or the Republic Act 7719. So it promotes voluntary blood donation to provide sufficient supply of safe blood and to regulate blood banks. This act aims to inculcate public awareness that blood donation is a humanitarian act. And I encourage everyone, if you are in the legal age, you can donate your blood in the hospitals and other bloodletting programs. Next is the National Environmental Awareness and Education Act of 2008 or the Republic Act 9512. This act provides for the promotion of environmental awareness through environmental education, which shall encompasses environmental concepts and principles and environmental laws that state of international and local environment. So it targets that environment awareness and education for those people that we should love our environment. Seatbelts Use Act of 1999 or the Republic Act number 8750. This act aims to secure and safeguard its citizenry, particularly the passengers and drivers of private and public motor vehicles from the ruinous and extremely injurious effects of vehicular accidents. Next is the Republic Act number 10586 and the Drunk and Drug Driving Law. So this is the last act for our discussion. It penalizes those who will be caught driving under the influence of school, drugs, and other similar substances. If you have any questions, queries about our topic for different related health laws, you can ask your MAPEH teacher. So let's move on. And for us to identify whether you have learned something in our today's discussion, let's have a test. And a type of test is we have very multiple choice. All you have to do is to write the letter of the correct answer based on what is being asked on the given statement. Choices are already posted from letter A to letter 9. So choices are letter A, Consumer Act; B, Traditional and Alternative Medicine Act; C, Responsible Parenthood and Reproductive Health Act; D, Philippine AIDS Prevention and Control Act; E, Comprehensive Dangerous Drugs Act; F, Tobacco Regulation Act; G, Cybercrime Prevention Act; H, Anti-Child Pornography Act; I, National Blood Services Act; J, Anti-Hazing Law; K, National Environmental Awareness and Education Act; L, Seatbelt Use Act; and letter M, Anti-Drunk and Drug Driving Law. Let's start for the question number 1. It provides for the inclusion of environmental education programs in various national institutions. Number 2, it supervises the legal production of cigarettes in the country. Number 3, it provides assistance for the prevention and control of AIDS. Number 4, provides for the regulation of products and services being sold and offered in the country. Number 5 describes the blood donation program in the country. Number 6 prohibits physical and emotional harm and abuse as initiation to a certain social group. Number 7 it penalizes vehicle drivers who are under the influence of drugs and alcohol. Number 8 it identifies scientifically proven herbs as medicinal plants. Number 9 it penalizes vehicle users who will not wear safety belts while on the road. And lastly, number 10, it protects children from any malicious acts online. All right, for those students who will get 8 and above, congratulations. You really understand our lessons on the different health-related laws. While for those students who get 7 and below, you need to review the videos and your modules in order for you to get the passing score. Hope you learned something for our today's discussion. Thank you very much and see you on our next topic.